All right, so we need to start our sketches to be able to do this. Notice I have made a with just construction lines, a 3x3 box, which represents the end of the box at the bottom, and then the 1x3 on the top. So it's kind of like gives me the outline of my box. I made this little document called Hinge Instructions, and so this is the first sketch you're going to make. You can do these circles on the left or on the right, doesn't matter. But you want this thing to be fully defined. If you draw in the boxes, this circle is 1/4 of an inch diameter, and it's horizontal to this point. 1/2 inch circle, that circle is tangent to this line. Then fix that middle point. That should define everything, and it keeps this thing from moving. Do all kind of stuff around it, change it, move, edit it, move it, but this is not going to move. This can't move because this is where things have to hinge. When that top goes up, it's got a hinge right here. It can't be hinging down here. Okay, so it's got to be the rotating point has to be exactly on that line. So that's not optional. Everything else is kind of optional. You got to get your tabs in this here. You got to have some tabs down here to hook into your box. So you can read through this. This is what I did. Now I made a big mistake, and I had to redo this video. And there might be a couple mistakes in the other videos, but it won't affect the what we're really talking about. I drew everything just on this one corner, and then anyway, you got to make sure that this thing reaches all the way up to the top. Well, I'll show you that in a minute. So just an example, you can look at that. There, here's this. This is Mr. Walker's design. He had, these angles out here. That's fine. He put 2 1/4 inch tabs. I think I put 1 3/8 inch tab. You can do either one. I don't care. All right. So this is what mine looked like. I'll show you live. Okay. So you draw these things. And you might just draw one shape to begin with. Initially, I didn't even draw the tabs. I put those in last. But they've got to, it shares this in common. So this sketch 2 is, just this part, and I extruded that. So I extruded it, just this, not the inside hole. So when I extruded this first part, there was a hole here. Then your spacer, we just extrude the hole itself, but then you make sure you click new so you get a separate part, not add, but new. And then the outside, is this sketch here. Okay, so that's your. Once you get your shapes on here, these are, of course, 1/8 of an inch to go into the plywood or MDF, and I made these 3/8, 3/8, and 1/8. And I think I brought this down 1/2 inch, and then this was 3/8, of course, 1/8 of an inch wide. But even that, this is, you can make these longer, I suppose. Where you place this is, you can place it down farther if you want. You can make this hinge go down farther. But wherever you put the tab, you've got to be able to make a corresponding hole in the back of this thing. So you want a distance here that You can't be just some random distance. You got to be able to find that distance for matching up your hole to your tab later on. All right, that'll get you started.